Thank you so very much to Digital Boost, to you especially, Alice, for the opportunity to be here today to share. Apologies, everyone. I have a cold, so my nose is a bit snotty, and I hope it goes well. And just to let you know, at the end of the session during the Q&A, I have invited a friend of mine. Her name is Ufwa, and she's also a specialist and AI specialist and trainer, and she would join me in the Q&A session for today. So just a bit of background about myself. My name is Rebecca Bird. And my life has been very interesting. I've had a very interesting life. I would say I'm grateful for the opportunity, for every opportunity that has come my way. I am so grateful. I have 10 years of HR and admin experience. That's from 2007 to 2017. And 2017, I took a break from everything, from my life, from my job. And then in 2018, I came into IT. I started as a software tester, and then I went on to doing IT support, being IT technician, and then onto IT security. And I founded my company, Bixby Tech, last year, January, but I didn't do anything because I was still in full-time employment. So this year, March, I left my full-time employment. As a lot of you know, it is a difficult decision, but it's one of the best decisions that I've ever taken in my life. And yeah, I'm very grateful for that. So at Bixby Tech, we offer IT training and support. We offer tech strategies, building adaptable and affordable technology roadmaps that aligns with business objectives, software and hardware, cybersecurity essentials, and so on. So today we are going to be looking at AI and machine learning. So we are going to be focusing on machine learning particularly, and how that can support our businesses and help us to improve efficiency and reduce costs. So let's dive into the world of AI first of all. I've had many conversations with many people regarding AI, and some of them think that ChatGPT is the only AI tool out there. And it's very interesting when I hear these conversations. And I have discovered from research that there is a lot of gap in digital literacy and digital knowledge. And so I am here doing my bit for Digital Boost just to bridge that gap. So AI, as we know, is a technology that enables computers and machines to simulate human learning, comprehension, problem solving, decision making, creativity, and autonomy. So basically, what used to take years or days or months or hours to do, AI can simplify it in seconds. Yeah, which is really amazing. But AI has actually been in existence since 1950s. And it's very interesting to know that. Has anybody watched a movie called Hidden Figures? Yeah, if you've seen it, you will understand the big machine they brought in from IBM that had to help them to compute a huge number of mathematical data in seconds. That was basically AI. doing all that work. Yeah, and then when you look at machine learning came into existence in the 80s, and machine learning was basically training an algorithm to make predictions or decisions based on data. So, for example, when you look at a weather forecast, that is machine learning. And so it's interesting to see how machine learning has been in existence even before we knew about it. And then the next one is the neural networks. The neural networks, it's modeled after the human brain, how we function as human beings. So, for example, when you go to banks, to hotels, you have those automatic doors. The algorithm behind the automatic doors is something called um, quantitative gate analysis algorithm, and that was born out of the neural networks. There is also deep learning, which is another level of machine learning. And then there is Gen AI. Gen AI came into existence in the 20s, like around 2020, 2021. That was when Gen AI came into existence. And the reason why I am explaining this is so that we can have a bit of background to what we are about to talk about and how we can plug this into our everyday task to help us improve efficiency. So there are three types of machine learning, which is what we're going to be focused on today. There is the supervised, and an example of the supervised learning is Gmail detection. I don't know, does anybody here use Gmail in their daily lives? Yeah. So sometimes when you receive an email, you would see a notification that tells you, is this a spam mail or not? And when you click on no, that that basically means that every other email that is related to that mail where you clicked no would then go straight into your inbox. So it wouldn't ask you what if this is a spam or not anymore. It automatically knows. And the supervised learning is really an example of how a machine can learn, how a machine can learn to predict things. While the unsupervised, on TikTok, you get recommendations. And by the way, TikTok has one of the best recommendation tools at the moment. Yeah, they really have a good recommendation tools, and they recommend real time, and they provide real time recommendation. That is part of the unsupervised learning. Some examples too, on Amazon, on ASOS, when you select a product, they would then tell you, oh, so for example, I select a pink top on Amazon. Amazon would then recommend maybe a a shoe, a blazer top that other customers have selected to match that pink top. They'll recommend it to you, and it depends on you whether you want that product or not. And then the third type of machine learning is reinforcement learning. This is a trial and error basis. So imagine a game like chess. If the machine learns how to play chess, if the machine wins, then the machine gets rewarded. If the machine does not win, the machine gets punished. And this particularly is the algorithm that is that they train robots with. Just it's it's literally on a reward-based system. That's the reinforcement. And let's look at some of the used cases in the world for machine learning. And the first one is sales and marketing. Machine learning can be used for lead generation, for search engine optimization. It can improve your SEOs in in a matter of seconds. Yeah, machine learning is good with those kind of things. And then when you look at your customer service to the chatbots that you receive, those can all be automated by machine learning. The virtual or voice assistants, Alexa, Siri, those are powered by machine learning for email filtering. You know, I made mention about the Gmail. Yeah, that is powered by machine learning. Cybersecurity algorithms, phishing attacks, those are powered by machine learning. Then, interestingly, the financial institution, that one was the one that kind of shocked me the most, because you see a lot of banks, you know, sometimes your card gets blocked just because is a suspicious transaction was made through your bank card, and then it gets blocked. And so you are wondering, how did the bank even know? It's because they have a machine learning algorithm that is constantly checking all those things. In healthcare as well, you see machine learning now able to predict um, some diseases like cancer. There was a lady I met who made a bra that can detect breast cancer. And yeah, she's just using machine learning algorithm. For transportation, you know, your Google Maps, Waze, those, they all use machine learning, because the machine learning kind of trains and is constantly learning how these things work, how to predict I mean real-time analysis. So is very, very interesting how we have actually been using machine learning all this while, but yeah, we didn't even know about it. And now we are just coming up to speed with it. So examples how some brands actually use machine learning. Netflix is one of the top brands that use machine learning. Um, nowadays, after you've watched a movie on Netflix, they would ask you, do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you love it? And whatever decision that you make through that feedback form that is being posed to you, they then recommend similar movies in that category. So, for example, if it's a romantic film, they recommend a lot of related romance movies for you to select from. So that is basically how Netflix uses it. Amazon is one of the biggest organizations to who use machine learning in their products on their page. They use machine learning a lot. Nike as well, where now you can literally take you know, a photo of your feet, and then it goes on to um, to recommend the perfect shoe that will suit your feet is just amazing. Yeah, is is just amazing. So for us as small businesses, how do we then use machine learning? So the first thing is we have to get data. You have to get data. And how do you get data? You can get data from different sources. You can get data from your customers. You can get data from research. You can get data from feedback forms. You can get data from external sources. All this data would then be collated, and you then have to clean the data. And when it comes to cleaning a data, is so amazing. You have to be very careful that the data that you are collecting and you are cleaning does not include personally identifiable information of your customers. So when you're trying to clean the data, you must not include your customer's name, their age, their address. And the point here is machine learning and AI is what you give it, that's what you get out. So it's garbage in, garbage out. And if your data is not clean, or if your data includes a personally identifiable information, your customer might sue you for that. Yeah, for disclosing their information. It is also against the GDPR rules. I would share an example around this. So in the first year when ChatGPT came out, ChatGPT was released, everyone was happy, everyone was excited. And I think in the first few months, there was is an employee of Samsung in Korea that went onto ChatGPT and basically asked ChatGPT to revise their source code. So this person typed it onto ChatGPT, and the person was in Korea. Someone um, in I think in Europe went onto ChatGPT, wanted information related to Samsung. Guess what came out? Yes, you guessed right. The source code, the exact source code that this person in Korea had typed in, that was what came out. So please remember, whatever tool is out there that you are using, you have the right to clean it and to ensure it is safe for your customers, and it does not include any personally identifiable information, because you can get sued for that. The third thing is we have to label the data. So does anyone here use Airbnb? Anybody? Yeah, great. So when you go into Airbnb and let's say you want to travel to Edinburgh for 4 nights, when you type in Edinburgh and then you put in the dates, because Airbnb has labeled their data, it brings you the result of all the available accommodations in Edinburgh. And that is because their data has been geographically labeled. It has been labeled, the stars, the 5 stars, the 4 stars. So if you don't label your data, it would just be everywhere. So that is also something that needs to be considered. You have to label it geographically, demographically. It could also be racially, yeah, or labeling it based on social status. So all those things have to be done. And then the last point is you have to validate your data. Please make sure that the data that you're getting is accurate, because if it's inaccurate, whatever you put into the machine learning is exactly what will come out for your customers. So there are tools that can help in data capturing and data collection. And one of the tools is Midrio. Midrio is a very good tool, is a good platform. There are many more. There is Casto, there is Go Canvas, there is Open Clinica. That is for people who are into clinical research. There are many platforms out there that can capture this data for you and clean it and so on. So some recommended tools for machine learning. There are a lot of them, but the ones that I personally use is one from Amazon, one from Google called Vertex AI. And Vertex AI currently, that is like my favorite, because you can just copy a link, a website link, any website link, it could be yours, and then put it onto the Vertex AI. And what it would just do is just give you a breakdown of that link. Um, it would also tell you how the business, how they do their marketing, how they do their promotion. Yeah, it's really good. There is also the one from Microsoft, and there is the one from SaaS Manager. There is also one from IBM as well. So let's talk about the benefits of AI and machine learning. AI and machine learning is so interesting and is very, very amazing. It has a wide range of benefits, but the four top benefits is it can break down a lot of data in seconds for you. So where normally you will spend a lot of time, on data, on sorting out your data, machine learning can break it down for you in seconds. It can analyze the data for you. It can give real-time recommendation for the data as well. The second thing is it helps in decision making. So there are tools that can actually give financial forecast for your business. They can give you marketing plans for your business. And in fact, if you go into Chat GPT, just take a link, copy the link of your website, go into Chat GPT and just type in there, create marketing plan for my business. That is, Chat GPT will give you excellent recommendations, excellent results. And yeah, sometimes it can be overwhelming as well. Yeah, it can be overwhelming sometimes. So please just make sure that the data that you're getting is the right one, and you are able to fine tune it and refine it and prompt it as well to give you more information. Yeah. The third point is it increases efficiency. It boosts your efficiency, reduce your cost, optimize optimize workflow processes that are difficult and complicated. Machine learning can do that for you. Machine learning has also helped me personally to apply for grants. So I don't know if anybody here is applying for grants, but yeah, I I would recommend you though to go through every result that comes out of it and then um select the one that you feel is appropriate for the grant application. Yeah. Also, it empowers employees. So if you have employees working for you, machine learning AI can empower them to do a lot more. Recently, I think in the last couple of months, I wrote an article on my LinkedIn post, and then the the article was just around would AI replace us as human beings? And the feedback that I got was really amazing because AI is not supposed to replace us. It's here to support us, but we should not give it um we should not give AI the work that we should be doing. We should also do some and let the AI do some as well. So basically, don't give your life over to the AI tools that are out there. And yeah, and I think for small businesses, yes, let us break it down. And then there are some tools and recommendations for small businesses that we can use in our everyday life. And the first is chatbots. Now there are chatbots in like everything on social media, on WhatsApp, on Facebook. You can actually use chatbots to interact with your customers. So that is, and one of the tools that I use personally is BotPress and Intercom. And this has helped me in terms of providing solutions to my customers 24/7. It has also, scaled my business a lot in terms of the response time um, for customers. And the fact that I can integrate it into everything is just amazing. Like, I have integrated chatbots in my text messages. That's to show you how crazy this has really been for me. Like I've just gone into chatbot frenzy zone right now. So yeah, so please do use it. Use chatbots. It would help you a lot. It will save you a lot of time. It will save you a lot of money and it would increase your productivity. The second tool here is IBM Watson for decision making. So this one is very important. If you're not sure of maybe a financial forecast, or you're not sure about a marketing plan and you need to make decisions, or you want to analyze um, data and analyze information, especially for those who are in the clinical field. If you want to analyze things very fast, IBM Watson is really, really good. There are many other tools out there as well that you can use. The third is recommendation engines. Um, there are a lot of recommendation engines out there that can support your businesses. One of them is Google Search Console. That has helped me a lot, and that has recommended things like articles for me to write about. It has recommended ways in which I can boost my productivity. So it's really helpful. It has also suggested, ways in which my website can be improved in terms of SEOs. So, and it's free. Yeah, it's very free. So guys, go and get onto the search console. Then the last one is dynamic pricing. And so dynamic pricing, there is a platform called Reactive. And what it does is take a picture of the product that you're selling, put it onto the platform, and the platform would go into the wider search engine and search for related products and their prices and the countries that these products are in. And then it would bring out 3 or more suggestions for you that you can take and adapt into your pricing model. And so I think here is my conclusion that AI and ML, there are a lot of tools out there depending on what you want exactly. Some of them are web-based, some of them are app-based. And depending on what you need the tools for. So for example, if you want to get your chatbots. There are so many of them out there. So please look for the ones that you can afford, the one that is easy to use. Go on YouTube, go on the internet, look for the reviews and go for it. So in conclusion, AI and machine learning, it enhances operations, streamlines your business processes, it creates a better customer engagement for your business, for yourself, and it gives you a competitive edge over your competitors. So that is it. Thank you very, very much. Any questions, please?
Thank you so much, Rebecca. That was absolutely amazing and such an amazing overview of AI and how we can be using it. We do have a couple of questions now, guys. First of all, I want to say with a topic like AI, it is so broad and it's a bit of a beast, AI. So we do have lots of amazing mentors like Rebecca on the platform who will be very happy to sit down and work with you in a one-to-one capacity as well. So I am going to be popping the mentoring link in just a second. I will pop the general one. I will also pop Rebecca's link there as well. So first of all, I want to go to a lovely person. I believe their Zoom name is FF London Concierge. So I think that might be their business name. They have asked, how can you download a machine learning model? And what platform is kind of the most user-friendly if you're just starting out? Do you have any recommendations there, Rebecca?
Yes, yes. Hi. Yeah, so depending on what exactly that you need the machine learning for. So if the person can specify a bit more, so do you need machine learning for your marketing? Do you need it for let me just go back to that page where I have the used cases. Yeah. So what exactly do you need it for? And I think this is the first place that, everyone needs to start with. So what exactly? So break it down. Break it down into what you need it for. And then there will be tools available for that thing exactly. More for the marketing. Is that what? Yeah, more for the marketing. Yeah, there is AI marketer and there is HubSpot, and there is one that I know. I would look for the name and post it into the chat room. Yeah, find the name and post it into the
That's
chat.
amazing. Thank you, Rebecca. And if anybody wants to take a quick screenshot, you will obviously have a copy of the recording on your Digital Boost dashboard. But I know lots of you like to have quick information. So if you want to take a quick screenshot of that slide, please do feel free to do so now. Now, I just want to jump back because I also saw a question early on from Abby, which is about the kind of technical side of machine learning, Rebecca. So Abby has asked if the machine kind of keeps self-learning once it's been programmed.
Sorry, I would call Ufa at this point.
Yeah, absolutely no problem. So Ufa, I'm going to ask you to unmute. So Rebecca works with Ufa, and Ufa is also an AI expert who's going to help us with the Q&A. So I'm not sure if you're able to chat, Ufa.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me, everyone?
Yes, we
I
can
don't
hear
know.
you.
I don't even know if you can see me too. Hi,
We've
everyone.
got you on camera. Thank you for being here and thank you for supporting. So I don't know if you want to chat a little bit about how whether the machine continues to kind of keep learning once it's been developed and programmed.
Yes, it actually does that. So yes, the machine will actually learn how to, over time, once you've configured it the first time, there's a training phase where you actually train the machine model in terms of the data sets that it should include. And once you put those inputs and the corresponding outputs in terms of labels, over time, as the model is exposed to more data, it adjusts its internal parameters to make better predictions. And using those predictions, it uses like a technique called the gradient descent for many algorithms. And that's to minimize prediction errors and also to improve its accuracy. So it will continuously keep on learning. Some models are designed for online learning, while some are not, but it will continue to learn. For example, maybe a recommendation system for like e-commerce site, and can update its recommendation based on new purchases, user interactions, um, and the price, the price tags in terms of how the prices are frequently updated. Based on this, it will now update its own parameter and its own algorithm. And with that information, it keeps on learning, self-learning, self-learning, self-learning continuously. So that, yes, it's
That's
possible.
amazing, thank you. And I think it's really good to know as a small business owner, isn't it? Because if you invest the time in the training, it's good to know that it continues doing that in the background when you've done all that hard work. So that's really fantastic. Thank you. Elfreda has a question, which is, how can small businesses use AI to draw more audience to their website? And do you have any tools you can recommend to do that? I don't know if you want to jump in there, Rebecca, or if you want to take that one.
Oh, so can you repeat the question,
Yeah,
please?
of course. Sorry, I said that a bit fast. So, Elfreda has a question, which is, how can we use AI to kind of draw more of our audience to our website? So getting more people to your website. Is there any tools that you can kind of recommend for that?
To draw more, right? So, tools like HubSpot. HubSpot can create um can give lead generation, so can lead you to the right people that you should speak to. So for example, on LinkedIn, they can provide some recommendations for you to reach out to people, for you to reach out to lead experts. So I would go back again to depending on what you want to do. So what kind of customers do you want to attract to your website? Do you want to attract maybe like lead experts to your website? Do you want to attract um customers, the primary customers, the secondary customers? So depending on the kind of customer that you want, do you want B2B customers or B2C customers? What is your customer, your business model, and that would help you to get the tools, the right tools that you need for for lead generation.
That's amazing, thank you. And I really like how you kind of stripped it back and it's kind of looking at the goal that you're trying to do and then kind of mapping the AI to the goal. So I think that's really, really clever. So thank you for diving into that. Alfreda also asked if there are ways that you can use AI to forecast for your business. So I don't know if there's any tools or words of wisdom either of you have for that area.
Um,
Not really.
not really, not really. But there are some financial forecast tools that you can use to generate a forecast for your business. Yeah, there are some financial forecast tools. I was looking at some yesterday, and there are so many. So
Sorry, can I ask, is it forecasting like a sales forecast or is it forecasting financial forecasting? Are you in
Good
that question?
question. It was specifically around employees forecasting the business. So I guess that could be more kind of business trends rather than financial, maybe.
Okay.
There are so many tools out there that
Yeah, Google has, some tools that are really friendly for business. AWS also has some tools, Microsoft Azure, and they all have like free training where you can actually go to Microsoft Learning or Google Platform or AWS to even just get, a view of some of those tools that can actually help your business, and they're free. So if you can maybe hop on, Google seems to be like more user friendly. So quite a number of people like to use Google. Azure is mostly enterprise. AWS is mostly enterprise, but I would say maybe for small businesses, quite a number of people and startups like to use Google. You can get on Google and you can, check for their tools. Zoho also has analytics tools also that do help in terms of predictions and business intelligence. That's another tool that you can also use. But those are the tools that I'm familiar with right now. And I would say it's best to go for tools that are not going to cost you any cost the business, because you're trying not to spend a lot of money. So you start with that first, and then gradually as your business grows, then you can probably evolve to something else, maybe more features.
Yeah.
Sorry, do you want to add anything, Rebecca?
No, that is, I think, the whole point, because as a small business, we are trying to reduce cost as much as possible. So yeah, you need to find a tool that won't cost you a lot, but that is equally as effective. And that is easy to learn. Yeah, there are so many tools out there with complicated platforms. So you don't need a complicated platform. So yeah.
Yeah, that's really helpful. Thank you. Leo has posted a question about how to deal with chatbots not always giving the answers that we want. And there's been a few examples in the news about chatbots maybe going a bit rogue and not doing maybe what we've programmed them. Is there any advice or commentary you can give there? Or is that one to pick up in a one-to-one because it's quite technical?
I can attempt it, or
Yeah, I would
let's see
let me
how.
just take that.
Try
Okay,
it
so
one, please.
yeah, so the thing about chatbots is there has to be like a continuous training. Because for chatbots, if it's restricted to responding for your business, it has to have supervised learning. And that's um what happens is there has to be like a review of what the chatbot has already been trained to do, right? In terms of scenarios and user queries. And then based on that, you take that information and you revise the information and you put that information back into the chatbot itself. So, for example, provide more training data or FAQs that cover specific topic or specific questions where the bot is actually struggling with. If users are asking about pricing details and the bot is not giving accurate responses, add examples related to those pricing questions that really actually help. the chatbots to better give clarity in terms of what it's responding to. So if it's not trained properly, it will tend to give that. And if it's giving vague answers or wrong answers, then there is a gap. So it's that gap. That gap is something you take back because it is a machine on its own at the end of the day. So it really needs, over time, yes, it will improve, but whatever gap is identified should be taken back. It should be retrained, it should be adjusted, and then based on that, that information will be streamlined and the information getting to your customers will be accurate.
Yeah, and just to add to what Ufa has said, your knowledge base, that's your knowledge base should be a living document where you have to constantly revise it and you have to update it with the latest queries that your customers are coming up with. Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you. And one final question from Niestline. Sorry if I've completely pronounced that incorrectly. They have asked, where can we find a comparison of the prices of the different AI tools and kind of find out what's most convenient? In my head, I was thinking, could you ask ChatGPT, Rebecca?
Yeah, you could ask ChatGPT, you could ask Gemini, or there is actually something that Google has now launched that is called Google Shopping. Yeah, so you can go in there and basically type in all the questions like regarding product pricing. Yeah, and yeah, they would give you everything. Yeah, and the interesting thing with the shopping as well is they will also give you reviews, feedback. Yeah, they will give you that, so you can try that.
Amazing. Do you want to add anything, Ufa?
I know about a site called g2.com where you can like go for softwares and do some comparison. I think another site is this capterra.com. So you can I can paste the link in the chat. You can just use that to check. That also can, you know, help out in terms of different tools and their different pricings.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much for posting that. That is wonderful. I think we might have answered all of the questions. So I'm going to stop the recording.